Hey everyone, how's it going? Five Finger Shuffle. We are back here with another video, and we have huge news. It is the night before patch, or morning before patch, and this info just launched, and we have a new champion coming. Bellona or Bellona. Uh, she looks amazing, as do the rest of the characters in Epic 7. Alright, here are introduction. She's Earth type, fantastic. I'm very happy about that because we do have a shortage of Earth type champions, and we have a shortage of Rangers, so or at least I do. Daughter of a noble family in Azera, Bellona is a kind and optimistic woman, always looking for something fun to stave off boredom. Born with a natural talent for magic, there are few who can stand against her. She's responsible for apprehending the Berserker, says Guyan. So she's a ranger. We can't really learn anything else from her there. All right, let's check out these skills. Multiple enemies at once. Using the skill Razor Wind Fan, she's able to attack all enemies with the chance to decrease their defense for 2 turns. So AoE defense break. After she's acquired 5 focus, she's able to automatically trigger Razor Wind Fan by attacking with Windbreak Fan. Okay, so that would be, I guess, her third skill. That's very confusing. Anyway, her second skill, Butterfly Fan, attacks all enemies again. This skill increases its damage output based on the number of enemies, with more enemies providing a higher damage output. Once awakened, this skill will grant the caster immunity for 1 turn, which allows her to overcome enemies that give debuffs. The skill Windbreak Fan deals damage proportional to the enemy's health, which will allow her to be extremely effective versus high HP enemies such as boss monsters. Use Razor Fan early on. She can decrease the enemy's defense and cause the enemy massive damage. Equip her with speed and attack gear in order to make her as effective as possible. Alright, so we're back on the actual skill descriptions here. Casters. Okay. Alright, so this is pretty much the same thing. We have to see the skill ups for this. With a 65% chance to decrease defense for 2 turns, effect chance increases by 20% when Razor Wind Fan is triggered by Windbreak Fan. Okay. So ideally, you'd like it to trigger through this. Would be even better, right? You want to try and stack focus as much as possible. You get 1 focus for each of the first 2 skills. You get 3 for the third one. Stack them up until she gets 5 focus, and then she will automatically do Razor Wind Fan, apparently. Ooh, a new artifact as well. Iron Fan, a 5-star artifact. Damage dealt increases by 16% when attacking an ice element target. Interesting. So, I mean, obviously that'd be good on her. Um, Incredible for Golem, both her and the card, and the artifact. Really, really, really good for Golem. AoE attack, damage based on enemy HP, increased damage because of the artifact. And of course, as expected, we got a banner for her. That banner will do very well. Also, this is a good chance to throw a shameless plug out there. We will be doing Thursday night summons on Thursday night on stream. If you want to be live on Twitch and have your video of your summons posted on YouTube, just contact me through Discord. We do have a sign up sheet in the Discord where you can just sign up to be on Thursday night summons, and then during the stream, I'll get your login information and we'll go from there. But yeah, it should be a super exciting Thursday night summons this week with a new banner. Both the artifact and the unit are there. and a new side story, which is awesome. So we all know how the side stories work, kind of like the Christmas event, kind of like the Kize event. You go in, do her whole side story. So it's going to last for 2 weeks. After reaching account rank 9, go to lobby, tap battle, side story. We already knew that, of course. And then we can exchange for rewards. Let's see what's even in here. Can't really see anything from there. Ooh, event currency. Hurry and return it before she accuses you of theft. So this is what we're looking for, is these things. And these are the heroes that receive benefit from this. So Araminta says Lots and Rin are the benefited units from those. Play on world, urgent missions, acquire 2-star champions and catalysts. I'm actually really looking forward to. So if you guys aren't already doing this, when you do these stages, when you're farming up the the points that you need, make sure you go to stages that you need the catalysts for, because there's going to be lots of different catalysts in there, and make sure you get the ones you need to ascend your heroes, right? Especially if you happen to get her. These are probably going to be things that she's going to need. Okay, so these are the things we can exchange for. We can get gold, lesser artifact charms, greater artifact charms, 5 covenant bookmarks times 3, greater life runes times 3, epic life runes times 3, or times 1, sorry. 3 accessory chests, Giga Phantasma, 1 Malagora seed, and then the important things in terms of the catalysts are the slime jelly, the cursed ashes, and the dragon's wrath. I don't think I currently need any of those 3, which means if I do pull her, then we're good to go. I'm definitely going to try and pull her. I have only 1 nature unit really, and I'm working on my second in Clury, so I could definitely use some of this stuff. And then the reputation rewards are 5 leafs, 80k gold, a rare catalyst chest, 3 silver transmit stones, 30 sky stones, 10 covenant bookmarks, and 3 silver transmit stones. That's too bad. I was really hoping that there'd be another gold transmit stone in there. As I believe come Thursday, I'm going to be 1 silver transmit or 1 gold transmit stone short of another ML summon. But little leak, we got some MLs already. Okay, artifact selling and limit breaking improvements. When selling artifacts of 3-star or higher, players will now obtain the new resource, Powder of Knowledge, which can be exchanged in the shop for the new 5-star limit breaker Bottle of Knowledge and variety of other artifacts. Interesting. So this should make upgrading your artifacts much cheaper. You can should make it faster and should make it cheaper as well. Instead of bleeding gold by having to feed 3-star artifacts into your higher end artifacts, you can use these things here. I guess you can't see my mouse, but right in the center bottom of the screen there's a red box around these Powder of Knowledge. You can see it here. And you'll be able to use those in the shop to get the Bottle of Knowledge. Interesting. Can obtain a resource called Powder of Knowledge when selling artifacts that are 3-star or higher. Artifacts obtained from side stories and challenges as well as charms will not issue Powder of Knowledge when sold. I guess that's fair. Okay, so let's see what the details are here. 3-star or higher artifacts issue gold and Powder of Knowledge when sold. Artifacts that may have been limit broken will receive higher amounts artifacts that have been limit broken will receive higher amounts of gold and powder of knowledge according to how many times they were limit broken. Oh, okay. So if it's just a regular 3-star, you get 1. If it's been limit broken to max, you get 6. Um, Basically, that's the same thing. So it would be 1 plus 1. If you fed the second one, it would be 2. If it broke it twice, it'd be 3. If you broke it 3 times, it'd be 4. So basically, it doesn't matter if you feed them to each other or not. They're just all worth the same. So it would be better to sell them one by one. And then it'll be the same thing for 4 stars and same thing for 5 stars. I would never recommend selling 5 stars because you may never get them again. Um, but I mean, potentially if you have a ton of extra 4 stars that you're not using, you could do that. Artifacts that do not provide pound of knowledge. Artifacts that have been obtained via events and challenge will not provide when sold. We knew that already. Okay, so these are just the ones that are affected. Oh wow. So it's going to be expensive. New section of shop has opened for players to spend their powder of knowledge. I mean, I guess that makes sense, right? So you'd need 240 to buy the bottle of knowledge, and you can only buy it once per account. Otherwise, you need to buy the actual artifacts. So Durandal, Holy Sacrifice, and Bloodstone are the 3 that are available. Or it looks like, oh no, there's more. Interesting. So Shamadra Staff, Bloodstone, Holy Sacrifice, Durandal are all the 5 stars that you can buy. Unlimited amounts. So you could just save up and you could keep buying them until you have a maxed version of this. That could be crazy strong, which is probably why it's limited. And then for the 4 stars, Hellcutter, Siraran, Alicia's Knife, and Adamant Shield. That Hellcutter artifact seems very common already. We were talking about this in stream today. I know they're all supposed to be the same odds, but it seems very common. I don't know why. Well, maybe we can take a look at these top artifacts after. Ooh, available items will change every 4 weeks. I missed that. Interesting. I wonder. Hmm. I mean, I wonder how OP, like how often are you gonna rotate this? Are you gonna end up putting the RNL artifact in this shop where people can just buy as many as they want? All right. So what is this bottle of knowledge? I think I already have a good guess, but we'll see. A new limit-breaking 5-star artifact has been added. When using this item to enhance a 5-star artifact, the artifact's max level will increase. When using artifacts that are limit broken to enhance another copy of the same artifact, the limit breaks be applied to the artifact being enhanced. Limit broken 0 times. Copy B has 2 times. Enhanced copy A. Oh, we're talking about 3 breaks. Okay. So basically, if you have 2 that have already been enhanced and you want to feed them to each other, whatever limit breaks you have on the second one will also apply to the one you're feeding it to. Here's what I don't get though. So here's what I'm thinking. Apparently, this bottle of knowledge, it doesn't say. It just says it will limit break a 5-star artifact. So I'm assuming that's just one limit break. So it'll bring it from 15 to 18, for example, as the max. Now, this changes every 4 weeks, which means I would assume you can buy one of these every 4 weeks. Um, and that's it. So if you want to max a 5-star artifact and you don't happen to pull any other ones, you're going to need 5 total of these. So it's going to take you 5 months to max the artifact. But at least now there's a way to do it without, for example, feeding extra RNL artifacts, which is what I'm most curious about. I happen to have 3 of them, and I don't want to feed any of them. So using this to upgrade the The RNL artifact sounds good to me. All right, Raid Lab improvements and bug fixes. Item drop rates have been improved, and better rewards are now obtainable in the Raid Labyrinth. Drop rates of items in Royal Capital Asmacalis have been improved. Normal difficulty. The drop rate of each boss's exclusive equipment has been increased by 20%. Non-exclusive normal lab equipment rate, rare to hero grade, will no longer drop after defeating a boss. Instead of the original lab equipment, players now have a chance to receive one coronation souvenir. I thought that was already a chance. Interesting. All right. Greater lab weapons, helms, armor, and boots will no longer drop after defeating a boss. Now only necklaces and rings will drop. So there you go. That's what I was actually mentioning this today. I was saying I bet you this update is going to put in something that will provide people with a way to get necklaces and rings. And here it is. You have to be able to do hell difficulty of raid, but it is now possible to get necklaces and rings. So if you're doing hell difficulty, congratulations. I'm not there yet, unfortunately, but hopefully soon. And then general, when defeating a monster of either difficulty, all items will now display as sap covered item, except for ancient coins, gold, and raid lab exclusive resources. The item contained in the sap covered item will be revealed upon reviewing results screen after leaving through the portal. Okay. It's a nice drop they gave him right there. Um, Logistics officer, shop items, now offers new powerful items for purchase. So these are things you can buy in there. You can take a look at that if you want to. Here's the new equipment. I haven't even seen any of this gear yet, but that looks pretty cool. I'm like pausing, so I'm like, what the hell does a rage set do? Attacking debuff targets. Cool. All right. Bugs with monsters have been fixed, and certain monster stats have been nerfed. The health of Asmodeus hunters that appear for the boss in the first area has been reduced by 20%. Skill description. Okay. Sprays a web at all enemies, stealing one buff. Sprays a web at all enemies, stealing one buff. Revive will be instantly dispelled. Alright. I want to help guide newcomers. Players will have access. May now access only Area 1 the first time they enter normal mode. Other areas are unlocked immediately upon defeating the Area 1 boss, Devour Archon. Alright. These just sound like quality of life stuff. Hero close-up function added. New feature has been added, allowing players to view their favorite heroes in closer detail. By using the close-up feature, players will be able to admire the full-body art of heroes in portrait mode. Epic 7 devs, it's very smart of you to use Raz as your example, because I'm sure if you used pretty much any of your other heroes, you would have gotten in trouble for that comment. But great feature. I'm sure this will be greatly abused by the community, and I'm sure everyone will appreciate it. Physics for the win. All right, other improvements and bug fixes, summon and summon tickets. 5-star hero Kize and 5-star artifact Alexis Basket have been added to the Covenant summon and now available from applicable summon tickets. The skill description of Queen's Blade art has been updated to include information about the decreased defense debuff. Figure debuff from Ken's Phoenix Fury can now no longer be dispelled. Okay, that's good. The skill description from Ken's has been upgraded for clarity. Since increased speed buff expires in a turn, the effects of his skill will no longer carry over into the next turn. Okay, so it's a small nerf for Sid. It should be fixed with Silk's Storm Arrow. They don't activate properly during auto battle. Dian's effect sometimes carried over to the next battle and hunt. The strength, as if she wasn't strong enough already. The strength of the barrier given to random heroes by Shooting Star Arcades has been doubled. Strength of the barrier. Oh, okay. So Shooting Star Arcades, I just pulled her. Her second skill will give 2 random buffs plus Undying. So sometimes she gives a barrier, but apparently they've doubled the strength of the barrier. So that's nice. The path, the boss and Golem are not affected by silence or provoke because they only possess one skill. In order to make more sense of this occurrence, an additional skill, Will of Nature, has been added to their skill set. Okay. Lab. Zone 3, Zerato now affected by poison. On floor 68, Muchacha's surprise attack no longer increases combat readiness of all monsters. And 71, Boss Armin's skill set has been updated to match that of Hero Armin. All right. Okay. The end date of Arena Season 1 now displays Season 1 will end on February 20th. So now we know when Season 1 will end. So that means in the shop, whatever items are currently in there, the exclusive items, will no longer be available once the season ends, and they'll have new stuff in there for Season 2. So make sure you check that out if you haven't already purchased the stuff in there that you want. Skill preview, the map name now displays the skill. Okay. Okay, so they've added more sandbags so that you can see AoE attacks. It's kind of cool. Notification will now appear on the hero and specialty change icons in the lobby under the following conditions. Figure icon and description have been added to help. I guess that's nice. Players will no longer be logged out from other devices when logging onto the same account on 2 or more devices. What does that mean? Does that mean you can play the same account multiple times, or will the first one just not log in? That's a weird one. Hinting equipment, serving does not correctly exchange level. All right. So what I do want to do, maybe I should have left that. Actually, hold on. Let's come back here. I want to pull these up really quick because I want to take a look at those pieces of the artifacts that are currently in the shop. And that way we can kind of see. Let's see the extra ones. Where are the new ones? Okay, so Durandal, Holy Sacrifice, Bloodstone, and Shamadra Staff. So if you have, if these are the ones you're wanting to upgrade, you obviously don't buy the Bottle of Knowledge, but you would buy these ones. But either way, it's gonna be crazy expensive. Um, like who has 180 extra artifacts laying around, right? Durandal, Holy Sacrifice, Bloodstone, Shamadra Staff. There's no way I'm gonna remember that, but we're gonna see if we can figure it out. There we go. All right, let's go to journal, and then we'll wrap this video up. It's already getting a little too long, but I do want to take a look at this really quick. All right, 5-star artifacts. Here's the first one. Caster's health is less than 75%. Combat readiness increases by 8% when attacked, going up to 16%. So you could skill that up to from, I guess, from 12% up to 16% if you'd like. I think Holy Sacrifice, revived with 50% chance to be revived with 25% health after dying, can only be activated once per stage. This goes up to 100%, so that's kind of nice. I don't actually have that artifact, so maybe I'll end up picking that one up. Noble Oath. This health decreases defense and effect resistance increase by 25%, going up to 50%. Bloodstone was another one. Heals the ally with the lowest health by 13% of damage dealt, which goes up to 26%. Interesting. This could potentially pair well with that if you don't get the artifact. Could potentially pair well with the new unit that's coming out. Wow, it seems like all the all the ones that are in the shop are the ones I do not have. Shamaja's Staff is the last one. Increases the effect of all healing received by an ally by 20%. Does not overlap with an artifact providing the same effect. And then it goes up to 40%. So 10% increase from level 15 to level 30. So that's actually quite nice. I might pick that one up. But yeah, if they do plan on cycling through these, then especially if it's unlimited, that could be crazy. So, I mean, imagine having, for me anyway, going up to 20% chance to be granted an extra turn with some of the thieves in this game. And it means that everyone's going to have access to all these artifacts now. So, yes, you need to save up your extra artifacts. So you would it's going to make it harder to upgrade 3 and 4-star artifacts if you want to save for this. But the flip side is you can now upgrade your or limit break your 5-star artifacts relatively easily. So keep that in mind. Anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed the video. I stayed up tonight just to make sure we could get this out for you as soon as possible. Have a wonderful evening, and we will see you all tomorrow. We will be streaming the second the game is back up from the patch. We will be starting stream, so make sure you are there. It'll be twitch.tv/5fingershuffle, and I will see you then. Bye, guys.